Many years you are working here?
I am Ezra Moses. I am the Honorary Secretary and Managing Trustee of this Synagogue, and I am the Honorary Secretary for the last 34 years. It's an honorary service, voluntary service, which I dedicate myself and my free time towards the social work of the community and the Synagogue.
What are the contributions to this community as well as this heritage?
See, this synagogue is known as Shar Hashamaim in Hebrew, which is known as Gate of Heaven Synagogue. It is a Grade 2B class heritage building, and the contribution of the community towards the synagogue is the day-to-day activities that we have, and the day-to-day contribution which is made by the members towards the upkeep of the synagogue. In every possible way, they are all connected to each other, so that we have been able to maintain the synagogue to what it is today.
Okay. What are the steps taken by you to maintain this heritage?
The steps that we have taken to maintain the heritage, because this synagogue is very, very dear to the Jewish people. It is a very old monument. It is a monument full of stone, and there is no load-bearing pillars or load-bearing this. It's a load-bearing wall by itself.
Yes.
Thereby, it has got a lot of this, and about 130 and 34 years today we have completed. That means how many generations must have prayed in the synagogue and made it more very lively. And that is what is going on and going on. And the steps that we take is to encourage the Jewish people to come together for prayer service, for religious activities, for cultural activities, for social activities, for festival activities, so that the synagogue is full to its capacity. And the conception of making the synagogue is very well taken hereafter by all the future generations, that we use the synagogue to its maximum.
This structure actually built, I think, in 1879.
Yeah, this structure was when the Jews came in here in the 16th century, and they were here for the British army, for the Shivaji army. They had very big positions in the army, like Mukaddam, Major, Subedar. These were the titles that were given to Jewish people who worked in the Shivaji regime as well as the British army. And when they found the need to come together for religious services, they used to pray in this area. Dhobi Ali was known as Israel Mohalla.
Okay.
So they used to pray in somebody's house, and thereby they thought that we had to build a synagogue. So when they contributed together, one Mr. Samson Medekar, he contributed 1,000 rupees, and the community together contributed 7,540 rupees. And that is how we had the idea. They had the idea at that time to build the synagogue, which was started on 28th of March 1878 and was completed on 29th of December 1879. That is 1 full year it took to build the synagogue. When the dedication of the synagogue was done during the festival of Hanukkah. The festival of Hanukkah is the festival of lights, where during the persecution of Jews in the Ottoman Empire at that time, Jews used to use all pure oil which they used to manufacture. So the Jews never used to bend down to any other king or anything. They only bent down to the Lord Almighty. They only prayed to the Lord Almighty. They bowed down only to the Lord Almighty. So the king was very furious. So he said, let me harass these Jews. So he impure all the oil, the kosher oil, the pure oil that was there. He impure all the oil so that the Jews will not use it in the holy temple. But some Jews found little oil in one corner of the temple which was pure enough, which could last them for 1 day.
This is olive oil?
Olive oil. So this olive oil which could last them for 1 day, miraculously it lasted them for 8 days till the new oil could be made. So from that time on, every Jewish household, every Jewish family has the occasion of burning these Hanukkah lamps. Every day we add one lamp till 8 days. So this is celebrated all over as a Hanukkah thing. And the synagogue also was dedicated to the community during the festival of Hanukkah. Hanukkah is the festival of lights. It gives you light within yourself. So that is how the community at that time decided to dedicate the synagogue to the community during the festival of Hanukkah. And after it was dedicated, we have a lot of prayer services going on. But before the synagogue could be made, we used to go all the way to Samuel Street, where we have got one synagogue known as the Shar Hashamaim Synagogue, which is known as the Gate of Mercy Synagogue. That synagogue people used to go for high holidays, festivals. But during the weekly prayer, daily prayer, they used to do in persons' individual bungalows and houses that people had over here at that time. So Jews are here for the last 700 years. If you're aware, in the year 1998, we discovered a 500-year-old Jewish cemetery on the highway which is opposite Cadbury next to Little Castle. And when we came to know about that, there were all hutments on that. We got that whole thing removed from there. And the Thane Municipal Corporation at that time, when they were beautifying the city of Thane, they requested us to give them the cemetery land so that they can make a service road on that. So we have removed a few tombstones, old tombstones which could be removed, which were a little damaged. We took it and put it in our present cemetery, which is opposite Singhani High School. So that we have made a small little monument over there. And below the road over there is a 500-year-old Jewish cemetery about 20 feet below the road level. We did a lot of rubble filling and everything and got it to that level. About 20 feet below that you will find still some Jewish tombs over there in the 500-year-old Jewish cemetery. So the history of Jews in Thane dates back to the 16th century. And the Jews were also responsible at that time in building the first railway from Bombay VT, that Victoria Terminus, to Thane. At that time it was known as Thana, T-A-N-N-A. So they were in 1853. So Jews were quite responsible in building the first railways. Jews were also responsible in this. They were all sculptures. They were all very good artisans. So they also were responsible in building the first tunnel, the Parsik tunnel, at that time. So Jews have contributed quite a lot towards the development of the city of Thane. In general, if you say to development of the Mumbai, which was the island, we had a very influential philanthropic Jewish trader known as David Sassoon, known as the Sassoon family, who did quite a lot for Mumbai to build Bombay itself. And we have in Thane, we have done a lot of contribution as far as developing the city of Thane also is concerned.
What are the difficulties you are facing to maintain this territory?
The difficulties we are facing, we are getting no help whatsoever from the government of Maharashtra or the government of India. We are not getting any help from the Thane Municipal Corporation. But when we gave our land for road widening opposite the synagogue, or near synagogue, if you see the road which is going past the synagogue, at least half the road, the property was belonging to the Jewish people, which we have given for road development. But we were very, very determined to see that we use every square feet of our FSI which was there to have an infrastructure where the community can take part. But we had a lot of problems to get the heritage tag off for the simple reason that it was a grade 2B class heritage. And being a grade 2B class heritage, you have to go through the heritage committee. Now going through the heritage committee, they have got all their norms and their laws and everything which they abide by. Whether they abide or don't abide, I do not know. But I gave a suggestion to them that as you have done the Jain temple, which is also a heritage building, you have given them permission to do it. You have given permission to the Gurudwara to increase their thing after the road windings came in Thane. You should give us also. Why you discriminating the Jews against anything else? So Mr. Nand Kumar Jantre, who was the Thane Municipal Commissioner at that time, it went into his mind that yes, we must help in some way. We invited him for our Rosh Hashanah service over here, and he saw what difficulties we were facing. He immediately called a heritage committee meeting, and he put down strict strictures that you will not touch the building, you will extend it, but you will not touch the heritage part of the building in any way whatsoever. So we have just renovated it. The outside structure is the same. We have not touched it. We have just renovated it in such a way that it looks the same, and we have maintained the entire grade 2B class heritage committee. And after status, and after the work was done, the commissioner himself came here and he appreciated the work that we have done, because we have maintained the stone structure outside as well as on the side, whereby it gives a very good representation that it's an old monument. Even the new monument looks like it's a very old monument. So that is what we have done in maintaining the thing. And to add to it, the Jewish community here in India, in Bombay, in Thane particularly, contributed their might, all their finance in every possible way to get this structure built. Today we have got a infrastructure which we can say is a Jewish infrastructure in the Jewish premises, and it has got infrastructure where we can have Jewish identity, Jewish education, Jewish continuity, and Jewish hospitality in every way, so that the community remains united in every possible manner.
You are not getting any financial aid from TMC?
No, we are not getting any financial aid from TMC, neither from the
How
government.
you are managing?
We have a membership of the synagogue where the members contribute the yearly subscription, and plus we have certain ways and means where we try to raise money and try to raise funds for any work or any project that we take up, and the community comes forward willingly and donates, and so that is how we can maintain the whole thing. But as such, we being a very minuscule minority, microscopic minority, we are not considered as a minority community also, but we have kept ourselves in such a manner that we go with the larger community and we see to it that we maintain our structures in the best possible manner.
And what type of help do you want from TMC? What is your expectations?
See, from TMC, I don't know in what way they can help us, but what we would like from them is to, since now this is a very sensitive area, this is a very sensitive building as far as the Thane Municipal Corporation is concerned, the most sensitive building today as far as the terrorist activity is concerned, and we are thankful to the Commissioner of Police and the Government of Maharashtra for having given us the security that they have provided us for. I would also ask the Thane Municipal Corporation to see that if they could provide lighting all around the synagogue so that it is lighted in the night time and no untoward incident can happen. And that lighting is very important. Now they have put high mast lights all over Thane. I have requested them to put here on our synagogue square itself. It's a synagogue square. It is known as Synagogue Chowk. After we donated all that land in June 2002, this chowk was known as Synagogue Chowk. But up till now they have not done anything. I think I may take up the matter again with the Thane Municipal Corporation and see that we get the entire site part lighted up so that we have got good infrastructure as far as to help the police and help to keep the building and monument safe.
Thank you, sir, for your cooperation and giving us interview.
Thank you very much for taking it, and I wish that you take this up, and wish you all the best for your research work that you are doing for Thane city. And anytime you require any help, you are most welcome to